Hoi hoi, this is Megan Nikoi, and as you can see, I have my other team, the second half Abyss team here. It's Kazuha, Bona, Ayaka, Diona, and it's a well-performing team. It's smooth and nice. It's simple and also a bit boring because I've played this for so many months now. Yeah. Well, here's Kazuha. He's quite nice. You can use his E, his burst, which is empty, and it's mostly for swirling and his elemental skill works in gathering up smaller and bigger enemies, which is crowd control, and his burst, it's a big area of effect centered around him. And it works quite well. If his elemental burst works, it really works well. But it also buffs the damage of the element that is swirled, that is infused into his skill or burst. And if that is cryo, well, there's debuff going on to the enemies, there's a buff going to the characters that have the same element. For instance, if you swirl cryo from Diona or Ayaka, both Diona and Ayaka will get their damage buffed by the Viridescent Venerer, swirl debuff on enemies, and also the buffing by him by Kazuha himself. Well, here Kazuha actually does work quite well, and let's look at his stats. He has quite some attack. Elemental Mastery is quite high, really high. His energy recharge is quite in the shitter. It's because I put some artifacts on Sucrose and on him that are actually one artifact I need to exchange, which does diminish his energy, his elemental mastery to 910, but it's still doable. But as you have seen, he still performs quite well. Well, he has the Freedom Sword, his best in slot, which is a great weapon, really nice, works well. Now, 4-piece Viridescent Venerer for the VV Shred Constellation one, really nice. Talent levels 9, 10, 10. I may even crown his auto attack, but I may want one more crown. And I need 12 more of these philosophies of diligence. But he's a really nice character. Next up, Mona. Oh, yeah, I totally know why and what, etc. Well, my Mona has been used in this abyss not as a Thrilling Tales of a Dragon Slayer 48% attack damage buffer for Ayaka, but as a sub DPS and as a freeze enabler. She applies her Hydro using her burst and her skill. Yeah, that's what she does. Her skill also is distraction for enemies. Groups enemies away from you to where it is. Allure for enemies. Her skill lures enemies in, captivates them, and they attack this. It's nice. Generates some energy. Well, when enemies have cryo applied, well, you get your freeze reaction, and it's all nice and Gucci. You can see here's some attack, much elemental mastery. Let's yeah, I totally forgot that I'm not in the normal game mode. She has some quite nice crit rate, crit damage. Her energy recharge is good enough. She has a bit this, which does help a lot. It's a nice weapon, works quite well on her. Only once in 30 seconds, but yeah, so that's once every 2 rotations. If I have perfect rotations, she gets a buff from the witches. Well, she has Emblem of Severed Fate, 4 piece, so her burst damage is increased, which is nice, really nice. Constellation 4, also really nice, I got lucky. Well, here you see that her talent levels are 9, 9, 12, which is also quite nice. I might even crown her a burst, maybe even her skill or her auto attack, but at least her burst, if I crown anything. And it works, as you have seen. Yes, the damage output for Ayaka is a bit lower, but well, I might try the Abyss with the Thrilling Tales buff, but well, as the width does not give any energy recharge, it doesn't matter whether I put in the width or the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. It's quite nice, yes. But without the width, there's less critical damage that I can deal, which is a pity. No, going to Ayaka. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what Mona does. Ayaka. Well, she's our cryo applicator and big burst DPS. Yeah, that's what she does. She can be off-field, but for energy regeneration's sake, well, even if she's not on the field, she does get some energy back from her burst. Yeah, that's what she does. Things get frozen, she does a lot of damage. And then we prepare for another cycle of that. That's how the rotation works. Attributes. Quite nice attack. Oh yeah. Crit rate could be better, but it's good enough. Maybe I can do it a bit higher. 30 would be quite nice. 35 would be perfect. Under perfect would be ideal. Crit damage could be higher. Energy recharge, you may think it's a lot, but I need it. Well, fire damage bonus. I'll show you the hydro damage bonus for our watery mage, our hydro mage here. That's 90.9%. That's also really nice, but this is also quite nice. The weapon Skyward Blade, nice, helps a lot. Yeah, up from increase of movement speed, blah 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 blah. Yes, blah blah blah. Artifact, Blizzard Strayer, 4-piece. Yeah, I can show you, but it doesn't matter. And then talent levels 10, 9, 10. The only thing that I may upgrade, maybe I will triple crown her. Maybe not. But it does increase her damage a bit more. Constellation 0. Yeah, it's nice. She's really nice. Nearly the same as before. And then we have Diona. She's a bit of a cryo battery, a healer, a shielder, and helps with starting the combo, as you've seen. I use her E and Q, then I switch to Kazuha, then Mona, then Ayaka, and then, yeah, I do my stuff. Attributes: attack and then the mental mastery doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. The energy recharge is the most important thing. The cryo damage bonus, I don't even know why this is there. Weapon: Favonius Warbow. You might think, oh, but the sacrificial bow would be better. Nah, that's better on official. It's a nice one. It works. Well, Wondrous Troop doesn't do much. He just has a lot of HP, so she can be a bit of a damage sponge. Even a tank. Constellation 4. Quite nice. Talents 6, 10, 13. Nice. Best shielding for what I can get out of her, and also best healing I can get out of her. And as you have seen, yeah, she works quite nice. And this is also quite a nice team. Applying cryo with Diona. Kazuha swirls, and Mona splashes and applies her ult. And then we go to Ayaka and finish the job with a big burst. Oh, I'm quite content with this team. It's really good, but yeah, I've played it so much. It's boring. I'm much more excited about the other team, the Electro Chats, the Taser team. Yeah, a bit quick word about the abyss itself and how floors 11 and 12 are. Well, it's good, it's nice, it's doable, but yeah, it is as it is. It's not really that exciting. I mean, doing the Kairagi and the Nobushi and the whole first half of 12. Yeah, it is as it is. Killing Ruin Guards is simple. And then the Whopper Flowers and the second chamber, meh. No, it's different. And then the whole the triplets. Hydro Herald, Electro Lector, and then the Pyro Lector. All three of them together Yeah, as you have seen, a quiet team can dispatch that quite quickly. A freeze team, like I have. Maybe even Venti is good enough, or Sucrose. But I have found that Kazuha, that this team works the best. Yeah, and then the last chamber, yeah, it's annoying with the pyrolectors. I will admit that. It's really frustrating. But it is challenging because it is doable, but it's not trivial. And then the last half, the Hydro Heralds, the two of them. We didn't have some last Abyss, but the Abyss before that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the 2.4 Abyss. We had two Abyss Heralds, and I will say this. They were not that difficult to defeat. They are not difficult to defeat if you have the right team, and the freeze team is good. Yeah, but yeah, I think Abyss is a bit more boring than previous one. I will say that the Abyss with the wolves and the triple Genki, it was exciting. The Geo Bishops and the Ruin Machines on the first half of 12.3 and 2.3. Yeah, that was exciting. And even the triple Magu Genki was exciting. Anywho, yeah, I think that was it. I hope you have a nice time, and see you next time. Bye.